Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is B and my channel is called Sedaris LLC. I'm glad you're here. I had to take a few days to kind of recuperate and pray, and basically just those two things, recuperate and pray, because I've been dealing with some very strange, forceful energies, okay? And personally, I feel like that has been something I'm supposed to be going through, and it's in line with other experiences I've had in my 3D life to now encounter a similar energy in the 5D with people or energies coming against me in a very interesting way. I mean, I've got to give it to them, and it's not just me that they have done that too, but my objective is not to feed into that anymore. I don't regret what I posted or what I said. I think it needed to be said. So I'm glad I was able to do that, because when I realized that they were doing that, or this, however many people are involved in that scheme or whatever it is they're doing, I was able to pick up on it. The more I noticed they were in my energy, I started to kind of read what they were doing, feel what they were doing. And so I am thankful for that. And I think most of everything I needed to say was already said in that last video that I posted about it. So in order for me to move forward in a positive direction, I really want to leave all of that behind. And even though I know some people from the very beginning, I should have remembered, I got a personal reading from someone whose channel I really like. And she told me like a long time ago, before this, like at least a year ago, she said, oh, don't tell anyone, don't say anything, because if you say something, everyone's going to think it's you. But I feel like that was my task, was to say something. So even if people think I'm involved in this weird scheme, I know that I'm not. So I had to say it. I even was watching one of my favorite channels recently, and I heard her say, there's like a childish Virgo. She has something to say, but she's just done something really childish. If they perceive it as childish, that's absolutely fine. That's not the most important thing. How they perceive me. It doesn't really matter how they perceive me. I think my task was to get the message out, and I've done that. And what do they say about children, right? Out of the mouths of babes. So I think I've said what needed to be said about it. And now I'm going to keep moving forward. I hope that whoever is involved in that scheme, I have a good idea of at least a few people, maybe 3 people specifically that are involved in it. I just hope they stop. That's it. I hope they stop. Their karma, their judgment has nothing to do with me. It's all up to the Most High. And that's the most important thing. So that's 3 minutes too long spent on that subject. I don't want to spend any more of my precious energy addressing that energy. So I want to feed what matters, and that's my collective. And so I'm glad you guys are here. I got some clairaudient messages for you before I started the video. And also I have some other gifts that I've been exploring, right? And I'm trying to make sure that those gifts are okay for me to delve into before I continue with that. I started connecting with energies that I wasn't accustomed to, and it wasn't like an effort. I wasn't calling on anything. It's just going into meditation, and then I'm being presented with this new scenario, and I'm so thankful for that. And if it's really on my path, I want to use those gifts to help people, but I want to make sure that I'm checking in with the Most High first. So I've prayed about that, and I'm going to see if I can get an answer about that. If it's okay for me to continue with that, like connecting with people, talking to people who need to get messages to people who are still in this 3D plane. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing that, if I'm being completely honest with you. Even though it's not something I'm scared to do. It's just something I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do. And my objective is to make sure I'm aligned with the Most High. So I'm going to just let that cook for a minute and make sure I stay on my path and just wait on the answer. And if it's okay for me to go forward in that, I will. But let's get into your channeled messages for today's reading. We're just going to pick up the energy that's around right now. What I got is Maharashtra, which is a city, I believe, in India. Then I got Gentile, which basically means anyone who's not Jewish. I got Arabia. I got Monk, M-O-N-K. Then I got Jewish. Then I got Harry Patel. Sounds like somebody's full name, I'm not sure, but that's the name that came out, Harry Patel. Then I got Raymond, and then Rayburn. And I looked up Rayburn, that has a few different meanings. It's a few different things, I'm not sure the significance. And finally I got Clock, and that was the final clairaudient message before I started the video. So let's get into the oracles. It's 11:11 today, so I think I want to start with my little manifestation deck that I got from Evolving Goddess 444 on Etsy. She made these manifestation cards, and I really like them. Every once in a while I'll pull them out just for my own manifestation practices, and I figured why not share this with the collective today. Just to see if any of you are in the manifestation mood. Let's see, what does my YouTube collective need to manifest at this time? 11/11/2021, or whenever they see the video, because, you know, we can say a time, but time is not really limited by our standards. So whenever you see this message, what is it that the collective should be manifesting or affirming to? So we got, I align with high vibrational conversations, people, thoughts, activities, and foods. It's kind of like a cursive text. So that's good. Let's see, anything else? I align with high vibrational conversations, people, thoughts, activities, and foods. Next we have, as I focus on my happiness, new people, places, and things are attracted to me. As I focus on my happiness, new people, places, and things are attracted to me. I like that. That's what's up. Then we got, I can and will have more than I ever dreamed possible. Ooh, I like that. I can and will have more than I ever dreamed possible. Okay. At the bottom, we have all the tools I need to succeed are within me. Those are really beautiful affirmations. So those are just a few, suggestions from this deck. You, based on your own life, you decide what it is that you'd like to affirm, what you'd like to manifest with the energies that are around you right now, which are hopefully of the highest vibration, and go from there. And from that, I'm going to stick with this same Evolving Goddess 444 and use the Everyday Oracle. I like to use this one a lot, so you guys have seen it. Let's just see what we need to know from this oracle. What does my YouTube collective need to know from her Everyday Oracle, from the energy surrounding right now? Do that thing that inspires you and makes you feel like you're living life. Okay. I do not judge you, therefore no one can judge you at the bottom. Beautiful. Okay. Pay attention to others and their actions. Sometimes it's best to move in silence. Very true. Very true. Then we got this one that fell in reverse. Get ready, love is coming your way. It fell in reverse, so I don't know if that was a mistake or not, but it could just be that right now you need to focus on other things. Keep something to yourself, or maybe if you just started seeing somebody, it's cool, but love is not the main priority. At the bottom of the deck, we have self-development and self-awareness are your keys to success. Continue to be a better version of yourself every day. So yeah, it's a matter of where you're placing the energy. And it seems like maybe romantic love is not at the top of the list at the moment. It's more about maybe something else, perhaps school or work. I do not judge you, therefore no one can judge you. It came out again. Did it come out reverse though? I'm trying to think. I picked it up this way. This is how it fell down. If I were to just flip it over. Oh, so this is a situation where I feel, yeah, it did come out reversed. This to me is like the God card. I do not judge you, therefore no one can judge you. And if you don't believe in God, maybe it's your higher self talking to you, just kind of confirming what you need to be focused on right now is not love, because get ready, love is coming your way also came out reversed, right? It was reversed. So maybe it's saying this could be some kind of a test for you, some sort of a cycle for you. There could be something coming your way that could be very tempting, and you may need to just really evaluate the situation. Is this what I'm supposed to be into right now? Am I supposed to pursue love right now, or am I supposed to be pursuing some other endeavor? Only you're going to know the answer to that. Ooh, at the bottom of the deck we have, there's no one like you. Own that and inspire others to see the beauty in themselves. So I think that's where we're going to leave it for the oracles. Now we're going to get into the tarot. Yeah. Which decks do I want to use today? I'm going to stick with this one. I really like this deck, and I can't think of the name of it. I just know it's supposed to be gilded. Hey Google, will you play some shamanic drumming, please?
Okay, here's a Spotify playlist called This is Shamanic Drumming World Playlist.
Okay. And let's see what comes out. We got the moon first, the Knight of Pentacles, the Strength. Five of Wands, the High Priestess, okay, Six of Pentacles for the second row, then we have the Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, the Judgment, and the Ace of Wands. Wow. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords, a focused energy, fast moving and focused energy overall with the Knight of Swords. So on the top row, we have Major Arcana, the Moon, the Strength, and the High Priestess. That's three big changes, big energies and shifts. So with the Moon, that's Scorpio energy, I believe, and the Strength is Leo. High Priestess, that's like Pisces. I feel like all the water though with the High Priestess, but Pisces mostly. So some of you could be shouldering something, or you could just be carrying something that's just been a bit of a burden, or you've been wanting something for a really long time. Right after the moon is the Knight of Pentacles. You could be dealing with a water sign and a fire sign prominently. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but bigger emphasis on Leo. And there's some sort of conflict here because we have the Five of Wands between the Strength and the High Priestess. And I'm feeling like a swept under the rug kind of energy with this. So it's like the moon is here and I'm feeling this hopeful energy with the moon, like a hopeful energy, waiting something out, keeping something. Oh, I just noticed the crab in the water too. Cancer. There may be a Cancer involved in the situation too, just as a side note, but it doesn't matter the sign really. But it's like with the moon, there's something that's been possibly hidden or just something underlying for a wild time. A wild time. A wild time. A wild time. Why did that come out? I meant to say for a while. But this could have something to do with the sort of tryst or something fun that's been kept hidden, or somebody could be thinking of you from a while ago. Maybe you had like a fling with somebody and they're thinking of you. Could be a water sign, but again, the signs don't matter. But after the moon, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like if that is the case, it's been quite a while. Because we have the Knight of Pentacles between the moon and the Strength. So it's like there's been something slow moving. Something you or someone around you has been keeping to themselves for a while. And then after that, we have the Five of Wands. So it's some sort of conflict with the High Priestess and the Strength and the Moon. It feels like an internal conflict, but maybe not just internal. We got in the oracles, pay attention to others and their actions. Sometimes it's best to move in silence. There's some sort of conflict going on, but it's like it could be one of those where it's everyone knows, but nobody knows because nobody's saying anything. So there could be some sort of, that's the vibe I'm getting. I keep hearing swept under the rug. Like it's a conflict, but it's being well hidden or concealed, but there's an awareness of it. It's hard to explain, but if you've been in that situation, you probably know what I'm saying. It's like a tension that's causing you or someone around you to have to really be strong through a situation. And then in the second row, we have the Six of Pentacles. A give and take, a gift of some sort, followed by the Page of Wands, some sort of news. So you may be getting some communication about a gift, communication about something. Yeah, I feel like that's what it is, communication about a gift or something that you'll view as a gift. So somebody could send you an email or a text message and it'll be something that'll make you very happy, is the feeling I'm getting. And then the Page of Wands is back to back with the Knight of Wands, just before the Judgment, and the Ace of Wands. So I feel like whatever this is, you could be going on a trip or something. You could be just pursuing something new. Whatever this communication is, it's going to be something that you do want to pursue. And I feel like that's going to bring you into an energy of judgment, which is the only major arcana in the second row. So that's the bigger energy here, especially with the Knight of Swords being overall. You're going to really be thinking about how you want to go forward in this situation with the Judgment. Like you're going to have to really make a call. What I'm feeling is between this Ace of Wands, this new opportunity, or between what you've already been dealing with for a long time. Feels like something you've been working toward or something you've been invested in. Could be a relationship, could be a friendship, could be a money situation. Whatever it is, it's like you're gonna have to come to a point of like, wow, is this what I want? Or do I want to go forward in a new opportunity? So let's just clarify generally what's happening here and see if we can get some advice before I move on to the oracles. I might close up with the Rebel deck. Okay. May I have one on this Knight of Pentacles card, please? What is the Knight of Pentacles here for? And this is the Gilded Art Nouveau. It's not really, it is gilded. It's a really pretty deck. Oh, look at that, the Justice. Okay, let's just see. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? I think it's called Golden Art Nouveau. Knight of Pentacles, the Magician. Ooh, so this could be manifestations you made coming to fruition, something that you have been working toward or just really wanting for a long time. It's like you've been working for it and maybe you even forgot about it and didn't think it was gonna actually happen, but there's something that's about to happen. Yeah, something from the past. that you manifested. It's funny because we started out today's reading with manifestations. One more, please, on the Knight of Pentacles and the Magician. Maybe some of you are manifesting your way out of the Five of Pentacles energy, manifesting new financial beginnings, manifesting new modes of thinking, you know, ways of thinking, ways of being, trains of thought. Because sometimes the Five of Pentacles is like, it's basically a change in perspective. And with the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck, I feel like that's getting away from conflicts. Yeah. Yeah, so that is, it seems like, wanting to get away from some kind of situation that is causing you conflict, whether physically or internally. What is this Five of Wands, please? Have a clarifier on this Five of Wands, please. Leaving conflict behind. Taking time to go within, Hermit energy. Maybe to look at the bigger picture, looking over things, then to see the bigger picture of how you can walk away from a situation. One more, please, on the Five of Wands and the Eight of Cups. I'm just overall got a feeling of not trying to be bothered. Some of you are not trying to be bothered with the situation. And the High Priestess, or it could be for some of you, like, you're tired of running into this energy. Perhaps you want something that's a little bit more positive, togetherness, you know. Even though the wish fulfillment is good on its own, there's kind of like a smug feeling here. So it's like you might want to be going towards something where you feel a sense of belonging or community that's more real than what you've experienced in the past. High Priestess, you'll know what that means for you. And for some of you, it could be a situation where you feel left out. Sometimes the High Priestess, some people say it could mean you're a mistress or something like that. So if you're in a situation where you're never given priority, not necessarily romantic situation, but you might feel like you're in where you're just always getting the short end of the stick, perhaps. You're trying to get away from situations like that. What is one more on this High Priestess, please, that we got in the first row? King of Swords. Head over heart decisions, cutting out what doesn't belong. Yep, and the Wheel, so you can move forward. So this is inner work, it feels like. Yeah, you're being guided away from a situation or away from a way of being. If you keep getting into similar situations, guidance away from a cycle. Then we have Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I feel like it's because you want to move toward your Ten of Cups. I feel like that's what you're sailing to. The feeling on the second row is very different from the feeling on this top row, so let's keep going. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? We have the Three of Wands and the Four of Cups. I just heard missed opportunity, but it's the same. I feel like, yeah, you're looking toward what's next because you're tired of feeling this way. Perhaps, or somebody around you is feeling this way. You have to take it as it applies, but it seems like you're just done with whatever this is. Some situation where there are people who are just not valuing you, or one person who's not valuing you, or maybe where you just feel that way and you're ready for a change. So this is kind of catapulting you with the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck to look toward things that will be more emotionally fulfilling. So what about this Page of Wands? Whoa. We got the Eight of Swords, the Six of Wands, the Fool, and the Tower. This is like a really, it's like opposites. The Fool and the Tower, the Six of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. It's like opposites, yeah. So it's like victory and then fear. New beginnings and destruction, or the end of something, change in a situation. Death is the change, but the Tower is also change as well, usually forced, right? So this could be that Tower for you. I don't necessarily feel like the Tower itself is a bad thing in this situation. It's like the new beginning is coming in the form of a tower, maybe because it's been a long time coming. And maybe you just haven't been able to make this decision up until now. With the Eight of Swords coming out next to the Six of Wands, like fighting with your ego, perhaps. What's at the bottom here? Yeah, about taking a new beginning, or whether or not you should just stick it out with what you've been doing. What about this Knight of Wands? Okay, interesting. So this could be like a seed that you planted a while back. The Knight of Wands. Something you did already and you may have even forgotten about. It's going to come back around in the form possibly of some sort of opportunity. And that's going to be justice for you. Or you could be getting justice, some of you, justice for something somebody else did to you in the past. You may or may not know what this is. Let's check up on this Judgment card. Three of Pentacles with the Page of Swords. So, this conflict, this is giving me the conflict energy. Yeah, you may have figured something out. Hermit energy on the bottom of the deck. Or somebody else has figured something out in Hermit energy. They've come to a realization about a group or about a work situation, something like that. Somebody's being clued in, and somehow that's going to bring justice in a situation. Like, I know I was dealing with all that crazy stuff energetically, but some of you might be dealing with 3D situations that mirror that, you know, 3D situations that are very similar. Can I get a little bit more, please, on this Judgment card with the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Swords? Maybe something that was held back from you, something that was kept from you, some sort of secret. I just heard like secret, the way it was sung in that show, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Not the Netflix one, but the old one with Melissa Joan Hart from the 90s. I don't know. Let's see what this Ace of Wands is about. What is this Ace of Wands, please? Achievement. Whatever you've been doing a good job. The world is here. The end of one thing and the beginning of another. This could be travel. Some people say it's the internet. You may find something out on the internet. But what I feel like is like you've achieved something. You've done something well. It's like you're letting go of the things that don't belong in your life anymore. And because of your determination to do that, you got the World card. And some sort of fiery new beginning. Some sort of new opportunity that's coming to you. You've handled the situation quite well. So congratulations to you for that. Yeah, 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Forward movement. Catapult. Judgment again. With the 4 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This could have something to do with the home. Maybe moving across the state, moving to a new city, new country. That'd be really, really exciting. But I feel like there's something, just something coming. That sounds creepy. Something coming for you, but I feel like it's in a good way. Something in a good way that's coming for you. And I feel like your role in this is to live authentically in what it is you want to do. And I know that was one of the general readings I did before last week, before I needed to take a few days to myself. Do that thing that inspires you and makes you feel like you're living life. Yeah, I feel like it's connected to this somehow. Whatever that is for you. Let me know if you like this setup. This is how I was recording videos when I first started this channel. And then I switched the angles a bit. I might go back to doing it this way more often. We'll see. But yeah, so let's get some Rebel deck oracles and see what's happening here. 31 minutes and 26 seconds. Oh no, that was a fail. Let's try that again. There we go. All right, what does my YouTube collective need to know from the Rebel deck? So important, you guys. Oh my God, if I could just tell you from the last week I've had. Don't believe every shitty thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards. Yes, they can, okay? You really have to take control of your own mental space and be like, listen, that's not happening here. Any other advice for my YouTube collective from the Rebel deck? Believe what you see. Face reality or live in La La Land. Choose bravely. So yeah, if you've had a gut feeling about something, if you see something, you're probably right about that thing. So you need to act accordingly to what it is you know. And again, be smart in how you move, because we got this card that says pay attention to others and their actions. Sometimes it's best to move in silence. Yeah, you got a feeling you just can't shake. That little voice inside you, listen to it, okay? And let's leave the Rebel decks there. Because love seemed to come out as a theme here, perhaps some of you are leaving behind a cycle of love in some way. Not love altogether, but I want to see what that's about. So let's pull from, this is the Black Hollywood Romance Stars deck by Queen Sugar Tarot. So let's just see what it has to say. I want to know what it is you guys need to know about love since it came out. What does the YouTube collective need to know about love in this reading? A new chapter. A fresh start is always good for everyone. Doors are opening for this new phase within your love life. So it's not necessarily a person that's coming your way right now, but because of the work you've done and how you're focused on really growing, it feels like moving toward new things. There's a new cycle coming in about love. What's at the bottom here? Deeper intimacy. The feelings of emotional closeness and love allow you to feel safe, desired, and more connected to your partner. So it's like if you have been in situations where you always felt like you were getting left out in the cold, I feel like that cycle is coming to an end for you. And that's wonderful. Law of attraction. We attract what we are. Use the law of attraction to manifest your perfect match by being the perfect match to yourself first. And I think this is right in line with the rest of the reading. It's like not looking for romantic love everywhere, but knowing that love is born from inside you is very important. At the bottom of the deck here, we have love language. Learning and understanding each other's love languages are essential to meet each other's emotional needs. So with self-discovery, I feel like some of you are going to be learning what it is that you like and don't like. And maybe because as I'm saying that, I feel an energy of people pleasing. Maybe you were always like the one who was giving so much and loving connections. And now it's time for you to be okay with being like, this is what I want. This is what I'm gonna put up with. This is what I'm not gonna put up with. Oh, okay, well, we're not a match. Bye, see you later. And being okay with that and not maybe overstaying your welcome in connections that are just not worth your time. That's really what I'm feeling from that. And I feel like we should also pull from the Moonology deck. Yes, I do. I feel like this needs to be pulled from right now. So let's see. What does the YouTube collective need to know from this Moonology deck? Surrender to the divine. The energy is gaining momentum. I said in my last video, that's the only thing that was working. The only thing that worked for me, surrendering to the divine. And I had to stay in constant prayer, and I'm going to continue to be doing that. Really. Let's see what else came out here. Have faith in your dreams. Adjustments are required, okay? So yeah, belief in oneself. I feel like you're doing the work, it's just not done. And I feel like the work is never really done. At the bottom here, we have your dreams need a practical plan. So to bring in that Ace of Wands, it's like it's already being brought in from your manifestation and just the growth you're going through, but also that practicality is a necessity here. Full moon in Taurus. Now, when is our next full moon? I'm not sure. Then we got a time for healing and prosperity lies ahead. So keep going with whatever it is you're doing. Keep going with your practices, with your prayers, your meditations, whatever it is you're doing to move through this conflict situation, whatever is helping you move away toward what really will be your 10 of Cups. Continue with that. And a win-win forecome is outcast. A win-win outcome is forecast. Okay? So I hope this has been helpful to somebody. I hope it has, really. And I appreciate you watching. I'll be back very soon with another reading for you guys. I'm probably going to keep doing zodiacs because I like the way the messages come out when I'm reading for the individual signs. We'll see. We'll see. All right, you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.